buys herself flowers. She takes herself on dates to concerts, restaurants, picnics, other cities, bars, museums, cafes, you name it, she's been there alone. She went a whole year being celibate, no talking stages, no dating, no relationships at all. She goes out alone most days and...
Fuck up. Take hope, Bill. Take hope has to stop. It's killing me. Take hope, it's killing me. Can we stop making things that suck big fat ass, that are completely unnatural for human beings and thus make our pain and suffering just increase, and it is already all-time high? Can we stop making these things hip and a cool thing to do? Everybody knows loneliness sucks big fat ass, like I just said. Loneliness is killing us. There's nothing good about it. Every one of these people, and I know many of these people making these videos I put on the intro, they are just doing it for their grift, for their views. They don't probably, some of them don't live like that, maybe some of them do, and that's sad. But everyone making these videos, watching these videos, and people that are actually lonely as fuck, just out there in their little rotten caves, if anybody of them could Thanos snap friends, community that they actually can connect with. Even better if they could Thanos snap romantic, sexual partners into their lives, and even freaking better if they could Thanos snap family that actually is functioning, that there is some connection, some love. If they could do that, 99.9% of all these lonely ass people would do it that in a second. Now, maybe there is that 0.001% of people that are those mystical beings, Jesus, Buddha types. They have a bigger calling for their soul or spirit in this realm. They are here to show us mere mortals something bigger, enlighten us, and they don't have these natural urges, natural cravings that we natural human beings have. I'm open to those people. Never seen one of them, but I'm open to them. There are maybe some higher beings being brought into this realm. Sometimes I'm open to the idea. I'm not close-minded to it. But let's be real. You and I ain't gonna meditate our asses out of this one. Nothing wrong with meditation either. But all this loneliness is a superpower. Stoicism, I don't need anybody. Like, I get the point. Yes, it's not good to depend on toxic people, but we need to depend on people that we actually connect with. Human beings have done that forever, all the tribes, all the natural people, or the civilizations are based on that we depend on other people's skills and talents, and just the connection we have with other people. And we depend even more so on our families, on our loved ones. You can see from those videos and the titles how they use the words how to learn to be alone. And something just feels right, it's natural. You don't need any tutorials about it. You don't need to learn to love people. It just comes. This is just one of the ways that tells us there's nothing good about being alone. We can feel it. Lonely people can feel it. It's depressing as hell. You're just basically rotting away in your little hellhole. This is one of the biggest reasons I need to even make these videos. If things would be good, there wouldn't be any reason. I wouldn't have any motivation, inspiration to even get a camera and start filming myself yapping about how things at least somewhat work. But because we have these incredible copes going on, and we are just making things even worse for ourselves, and they are already being really bad, brought down upon us. But we are just, what is the word I'm looking for? We are just going along with the brainwashing, the programming, the black magic that is put upon us. We are just increasing that with our own little retardation or whatever, because we cannot see through it. We just accept it and start being like, okay, this is the new normal, this is the new good thing to do, even though in our hearts, in our minds, in our spirits, we feel like absolute freaking ass. But I get the point. Some of these videos are making. Toxic people are toxic. Damaged people damage other people. Hurt people hurt people. When you put damaged people with people that are less damaged or not damaged at all, where can you find those people? I want to find them and live with them. But when you put damaged people in that mix, there's a good likelihood that they start damaging other people. And when you put damaged people with damaged people in a relationship, what does that equation equal to? You think good things are gonna come out of that? This is the whole problem why relationships are pretty much mission impossible these days, 2024. Relationships, healthy relationships are mission impossible. But at the same time, aloneness, being alone too much or all the time, is freaking terrible for us. So we got quite a pickle over here. And let's try to talk about some of the things, some sense into this. But let's first agree, being alone sucks big fucking ass. It's not good. There are maybe some reasons, and I'm gonna go into them, that maybe you should be alone. But at the same time, being in toxic relationships with damaged people, that's not good either. That's equally bad or even worse. Both sides, it's pretty much pure hell. So where do we find the balance? Where is the middle? Let's begin with this one, because this is the root cause of the loneliness pandemic and the toxic, weak, broken spirit human beings that hurt other people and hurt themselves. The root cause is that things are just how they are supposed to be by the eyes of the rulers of our society. They have programmed both of these problems to weaken us as a people, as a communities, as a families, and as a individual human beings. Weak people are easier to steer in the directions that they want. Weak people are easier to control, to make do what they want us to do. And relationships, love, strong bond with your family, with your romantic partner, with your overall community that you live in, with your friends. Strong bond can be dangerous if you want to rule people. Now let's talk about why some people are alone. There are few reasons I can come up with quick, and some of them are pretty brutal, like the first one. Some people get abandoned. This happens even to childs, and this is the brutal one. Some people are born into this reality little different. Some people are a little weird, malformed maybe, a little ugly. Some people are more sensitive to things which can make them shy, introverted. Some people just straight up kinda retarded, kinda dumb. And that's a whole topic for another video, why some people are born this way. But straight from the get-go, they are dealt with a hand that makes them outcast. Even as a child, some children get bullied, left out of the groups, because they fall into categories I just mentioned. And I'm kind of the brutal opinion that children do it subconsciously because they see something is wrong with that person. His or her ancestors have steered away from nature and terrible things have happened. Or maybe it's just pure luck. I don't know about that. It seems like there are some laws in place into this reality, and when you go against those laws, bad things happen. It's not gonna be a good times. And when you go at least somewhat according to those laws, you respect those laws of nature, you will be doing better at least. I'm not saying you can escape all of the pain and suffering, but you will be doing a lot better. But these people are abandoned, and it is brutal if it happens as a child. And most of them get bullied, left out of the groups, and they just live this life of loneliness. I wouldn't really wish this type of life to anybody. I really feel for people like this, and I have seen many in my life, even as a children. You don't really get what is going on back then, but looking back at it now, some of the people I saw then, they had a brutal childhoods. Now the second one is the obvious one. People lack connection. You cannot connect with other people, and maybe other people cannot connect with you. We live in a world where there is so many different ideas and beliefs, and they are becoming increasingly strong, again programmed to our society by news, social media, all that freaking jazz. We are super opinionated. Also, we have becoming extremely fake as a people due to these things I'm filming right now. Everybody has fake smiles. Everybody has masks on. Nobody really says their true opinions. Everyone is pretty much repressing their true nature. And some people can start to feel this more than others. Some people can go along with the fakeness, be a fake themselves, and be around with fake people. Call it a friendship or whatever. Like some people can do it. You can call them NPCs, normies, whatever. And I don't really blame them. It might be a better life than actually feeling the fakeness. And when you start to feel it, increasing amounts, you just cannot take part of it anymore. You just have this feeling that you have to distance yourself from it. When you see past the fakeness, the bullshit, it's impossible to go back into it or take part of it long periods of time. There's just no connection. You are completely in a different wavelength. You're vibrating in a different frequencies. And this is the reason why so many people can't really find communities, friends to be with, romantic partners, and then they cannot create families. Now the third option is people that are already damaged by a childhood, and that's really a vicious cycle, isn't it? When you don't have the masculine and feminine energy in your childhood, you only have one parent, or even if you have both of the parents, but the parents are hurt themselves and they end up hurting you, abusing you, not giving you the time of the day, the love you need, the lessons you need to learn, and you grow up already traumatized, already damaged. How many people you know like that? And when you get to adulthood, you realize this. Some people have the introspection to realize this, and they see, shit, I'm pretty fucked up over here. And if I start having relationships, I'm gonna hurt people. So I'm just gonna distance myself from this jolly little society and go live my hermit life somewhere else. And I respect that decision, because the other side of the coin is the psychopaths, the sociopaths. And I don't even know, are those words or the meaning of those words even the right ones anymore, because we live in a sick society, and being a healthy human being in a sick society is quite difficult. So, but the point here really is that some people that are damaged, and they realize they are damaged, but they like to inflict this damage to other people as well. Now these are the evil people of our world, and for whatever reason they seem to be doing extremely good. They seem to be manifesting a lot of material things and a lot of resources in this reality we live in. That's a whole freaking another interesting topic about this, that not many manifesting Instagram bitches talk about. But these people that are damaged and like or even love to inflict this damage to other people, hurt other people, use or better abuse or exploit other people, they seem to be doing extremely well in our society. That tells me something, what kind of society this is. But anyways, those are the main reasons people are alone, and also why so many people are broken. Now when it comes to relationships, no matter how brainwashed you are, no matter how big is your cope, you know in your heart, in your spirit, that you need loving relationships. We all have incredible urge to be with other people that we like to be around. Now the friends, the community, is the first step as an adult. And that's kinda cool and all. But we have even bigger urge to have love, to procreate. We can just be chilling around, reading a book, watching the stars, or whatever the fuck. And when the hormones kick in, we get horny and we wanna be close together with the other sex or gay people with the same sex. But we wanna have a good time with somebody we feel physically and sexually attracted to. Our bodies have incredible urge to procreate. This is the next step of the relationships. And you could see on the intro, many people are even starting to cope about this one. And those people always are the damaged ones. The past relationships damaged them. But the answer again is not that you don't want to have. You wanna be single. Single is good. I'm gonna live rest of my life single. That's not the answer. You and me know it. Your heart knows it. If you could have, you would love a loving relationship with somebody. That's what you really want. That's what your body really wants. And what your body really wants is to make children, offspring. That's the whole freaking point of this urge. And what do every parent say when their first or any of their children are born? They all say, "This is the happiest moment of my life. This is the best moment of my life." That really is our true nature. You don't have to force anything. You just see the children coming out of your partner or from yourself, and you feel this incredible connection with that little human being. There's no forcing, no nothing but incredible connection naturally. That is what everybody wants to do. That is the ultimate relationship every male or female wants to have. This is the cycle. The friendships, the communities, yes, they are important. We depend on other people, and when we work together with other like-minded people that we can connect with, that we can trust with, we can do incredible things as a species. But then you need more. You need the romantic sexual relationship. Your body is screaming. The healthier you are, the more your body is screaming for you to do this. But what's the meaning behind that? When you only stuck on that part, it kind of starts to become again empty, kind of meaningless, kind of pointless. Your body is like, what the fuck is going on? There's no children around. That's what we really want. But when you get those, that's when everybody clicks into place. That's the harmony again, the balance, what everybody really wants to do. But just because we cannot do it right now, because it's programmed to our society from above with little black magic or whatever, just because we cannot have it, at least easily, and it's coming harder by the day, which is again by design, we cannot have it, we start to cope about it like it's a good thing. No. We need to understand that the community, the relationships, the offspring, creating families, this is exactly what we all want as human beings. That's our true nature. That brings meaning, and that's the answer to all this pain and suffering. It's never gonna be perfect, I know about that. It's never gonna be perfect. Shit's gonna happen, it is what it is. But at least there's some point then. Because if you don't have those, what is the freaking point? There's no point. That's why so many people are giving up, becoming suicidal even. So that's about it. A lot of ranting with this one, but it's a heavy topic because you cannot be functioning, happy, healthy human being. You can do all the fucking diets you want, all the meditation, all the monk mode, no fab. You can do all the self-improvement, all of that shit. You can max out all of that shit, level up that shit to 100, and you're gonna still feel empty. Your heart is gonna still long for more. Your spirit is gonna still long for something else. When we go against our own nature and nature in general, that only leads to pain and suffering. If we go along with the nature, at least we have a chance. That's about it. Never cope, but if you're gonna cope, check out the next one. See ya.